Yes, Rebellion. Nice to see you. Long
Nice,
time ago. I hope you are good.
doing wonderful, man, Perry. It's always good to see you. Always good to hear the Berlin Massive, update about reggae music and any activity that might be available for the people. But as you see, unfortunately, we're in a very unprecedented time. Corona, outbound, lockdown. You know what I mean? But good to see you. Yeah. This is Groving Smokers from way back when.
Thanks. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't really remember when you leave Berlin, but it's a long time ago. I think
Yeah,
5 years,
no,
8 years.
I am Berlin now. I'm not living like I am Berlin.
But now in Norway. Oh,
Yeah, recently in Norway.
yeah.
I've been planning to come quite some time now to support. So even you even kind of tried to invite me to one of your live platform. I couldn't make it due to all these things. But for me, it doesn't matter where I am. Hence, I'm on the surface of this planet. Berlin is always my Berlin.
Yes, good, thanks. Yeah,
Berlin is
last
my
year
Berlin.
there was a plan to make a show in Berlin, and
Yeah,
I also was invited to play there as a DJ. And then I think it was the first May, and then
yeah,
then came the lockdown, but
yeah.
and before
Yeah.
that you was really a long time not in Berlin.
Actually, I was. I was.
Okay,
It's just my hideout. I
okay,
usually I'm with the family once I'm in Berlin. Because I'm usually on the road. So once I get home, I try to spend the rest of my time with the children.
yeah,
But I'm in town. I'm in
okay,
town. It's just like probably I haven't been out for quite some time because of like I said, family and things. But even if I'm not there, I will send somebody,
yeah,
and they will be there on my behalf, and I will always get update in my phone if
yeah,
anything's going on. So sometime I will come. I won't spend a long time. I will just come, check around, see certain people, and then get back home.
yeah.
Usually if I'm in the club, I always go straight to the DJ, hail up everybody, show them that I'm here, I'm in the building, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's time for a Rebellion the Recorder show in
Oh,
Berlin again.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, let's pray we get this impasse,
Yeah,
you know, getting away. We've got some kind of hopeful feedbacks, regarding
yeah,
this situation right now.
and
I've,
hope
I've
that
Yeah, I've seen some club even waving up and alerting the people that we might get back to life again. So it's like finger crossed.
yeah,
But for me, in any situation, you will always find conveniences and disadvantages.
yeah,
Of course, in another way around, it's pretty tough and time. So many things have been restricted, our means of sustenance and livelihood, and our means of even interacting with each other, and all these things. It's been kind of shut down, and all these things. Uh, Getting even a bit psychologically nowadays, because the isolation is just too intense. People are not used to it. But if you always look around, you will always see some some one can say opportunities.
yeah.
It might be low, but there are always small gaps of
Starting slow and getting back.
yeah. At least like for people like me who've always been on the road and stuff. So for me, it has enabled me to spend more time with the family,
Yeah,
more time, and have a little kind of a retrospection, into myself. Like instead of looking outwards, I'm trying to look inwards and
yeah,
try to look around me and consider those who are there, the loved ones, and
yeah,
try to what I'm saying. So,
yeah.
but it's not part of it for me. Everything is constructively as
A
it's supposed to.
break was not so bad, but it's really bad that it's so long. Now
Yes,
we
yes,
have 14,
yes,
14 months of
yes.
lockdown,
It
and
is like
now
yeah,
everybody needs music and people
yeah,
and
yeah,
go
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
really,
Especially the people. It's all part of it. Music is interaction. It's communication. connecting with the people and everything, crossing board, and joining, So for the music industry, this was a big, it's a big setback, It's a big like blow,
Yes.
Entertainment
Especially
industry.
for the promoters and the people who making shows. It's really,
Everybody, trust me, even the artists.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
and the dance jockeys, DJs like you, promoter, DJs, artists. Trust me, they are all in the same bag. They are all
And
together.
and how is, I don't have idea how is the situation in Norway with Corona.
Well, right now, actually, we've been through a lockdown as well, and I would say it's been for quite some time, 4 months,
Okay, yeah.
4 months. They've been shutting down all the major shopping centers and stuff like that. Places with kind of the most people, and left some few shops for food and survival, let them operating and stuff.
But all restaurants and everything is closed.
Yes, trust me, bars, restaurants is incredible. Bars and restaurants, somewhere you could just hang out and have your little, snack whatsoever,
And
all.
and even in Norway, because my next question was how you feel in Norway, how it is for you with so less sun in the winter.
Yes,
And
exactly.
the winter was also without clubs and everything.
Good question. That's a good question. I've been coming into Norway for quite some time in the past years, having shows and other different kind of commitment like studio recording with artists and stuff. But for this couple of years I've been here, I've been kind of surprised about the weather. What's going on here? Is it what they call? Is it this? Global warming, climate change really happening or what? Because of I remember those days, Oslo in the winter, my goodness, snow used to come up to your knee. They're having some time, it was real, but I haven't witnessed that this time. Now it's like a couple of years and I haven't seen this intense snow I used to see, probably outside Oslo, Not, for Oslo, outside Oslo, but in Oslo, I got really surprised this time. It went beyond my expectations somehow. But nice summer. They have a sunny summer. They have a beautiful landscape. When the summer comes here, it's like wow. It's like down in your eyes because the beauty, the light. It's like in Switzerland. You got some part in Switzerland. It's like wow. Am I really seeing this? It's not a picture. I'm really staring at nature right now. So you got that sort of sentiment here. You got a sort of feeling here.
In winter time, you have to have the sun in the heart because.
Yes. Okay. In the winter time, exactly. But so December, January, February, up to March is kind of cold and and snowing. But until the spring. But to be frank with you, how also used to get cold and all this thing back in the days is different. Even the natives are even remarking about that, making remarks about that. Weather is changing. And when I got here, I really get stunned because I'm like, no way, how come? So I used to conspiracy theory about this global warming and all this. I used to but when I myself experience that, I'm like, this is something that might seem to be true, because of course we get some feedback in Africa, how the rainy season used to be, how the drought has undertaken certain part of the country, and the regularity of rainfall back in the days, and now it's different. But Oslo has kind of changed though. But Oslo, there is still snow. Anyway, don't forget.
Okay. There's still snow?
No. I mean, it's still an area of snow up the dot, up there.
You start very very early with your career. I see you make 1 for 1. 97, huh?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 97, one for one plays the mighty one. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, quite a history as well, you know. 97 was quite a beautiful year when it comes to reggae music, and and that naturality of it, and the militancy and all these things. That was really the time of our time, or revival time. You know what I'm saying. You no longer hear those reggae now in this time in the club. It's like, but those time, reggae bring back love from Morgan Hurricane. Morgan Heritage, they used to have a selection called the same that selection. You have Billy Man, Boogie Down. Woman Astray, Woman Boogie Down, Party Dance Floor. As this selector, you have that rhythm with various artists on it. So I kind of bump on the rhythm and fetch some very high, very powerful feeling and energy of vibes that I ended up composing my first song on it, which was One for One, Praise the Mighty One. And it was actually sing and recorded on that specific rhythm. I don't know how do they call rhythm, but I used to call him reggae. I used to call it Reggae Bring Back Love because that was the anthem of Morgan Heritage on it. And
okay.
even that rhythm, I try to find it on in the internet. It's impossible. I can't find it nowhere. The exact version of that.
Okay.
But that was my way through. That was the song that actually that paved my way out actually before Rebel.
Yeah.
Before
And
Rebel actually.
We Must Rebel was a smash hit in
Yeah.
Berlin and all over Europe and the world, I think so.
I'm still reaping that song, man, brother. Trust me. Still now. I
It's
still get I
still
still get requests. It's incredible. And guess what? Just recently, we've had one of these music competition they hosting, in various countries, promoting young artists to expose to show their talents and stuff. So we had one of that in Gambia. One beautiful little sister came up with the option of my song, which is a quite difficult song to sing,
yeah.
even lyrically and all these things. But this girl, she took Gambia by surprise. she she just came on stage and sing my song, and everybody were like, and they were like, I don't even memorize the song. And the song was even out before she was born.
Yeah.
She born 2000. Sorry, she born yeah, she said 99, 99 2000. You
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
and the song came out 99 actually 99, yeah, ending of 99.
Okay.
So the song is
And
older than her.
you
you
produced
know.
it in Berlin?
No, it was produced in Gambia.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Great.
yeah. Remorse Rebel and the whole album Departing from These Days was actually made in Gambia.
Okay.
Collaboration with Modular Production and Sons of Light. Sons of Light, which is Abdul Hakim and Bilal, which are the former artists known as the Boys. They used to be big and popular. They made some even with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
The Boys, the Bishops. They are these four boys who used to have this high tech wearing Air Jordan, and they know how to dance. Like what I'm saying. So these are the producer of the beat and everything. So we came into time and we kind of joined forces to create this
But
album, Departing
but
from These Days. Mhm.
but it got successful here in Germany. Because
Yeah,
in the internet I find it's come out to 2004,
yeah.
and then maybe a German label bring it out,
Yes,
or
yes, yes,
a
yes.
European
Actually,
label.
Out Here record from Germany, Out Here record, that was 2004. The song was actually out already. It already had made some noise and things, so they really admired the song and loved the energy and everything. So, they contacted me. By then, I was working with Igma, Roots Messenger from Hamburg,
Yeah.
my brother from another mother, Igma. So he connected the dots, signed papers, and then we hand them over the licensing for a certain period of time for them to release it. And that was actually that was a comeback of it. That was more like a reinforcement to reinforce the vibes onto the European people and
Yeah.
let them have the chance to explore it.
Yeah.
But it was already out there. Actually, it was already out, and my issue was more of a rumor by this. It was like, oh, a German artist, we must remember, who is it? What is his name? Is he a Jamaican? Is he a that, you know? But after my coming to Germany, meeting with Igma, Woods Messenger, meeting with Bunny Miller, you know, meeting with you, you know, meeting with Silly Walks there, meeting with you know, so especially Bunny Miller, he kind of scored me by the neck and said, Rebel, get this out, man.
Yeah.
Go and press it now. It was like, because I gave him 5 records. Was it 10, 5? And just a couple of days, you know, once the selectors discovered it in his record store, it just got gone. It was like, so he told me, Rebel, you gotta press this thing. This is like, it's like your career is really on the game right now. You need to pull the strings and make it happen. Find a way to press it. So that's how I got the help for Igma Roots Messenger. He found me all the ways, all the essentials to bring about this project. And then we started pressing it, you know, spreading all over the world, you know, everywhere, you know, we just pressing. It was really like something like, I would say, you know, God works, you know,
Yeah.
he does these things in mysterious ways. It was beyond my control, beyond my understanding, beyond my readiness, because I wasn't even ready. You know, I was more like, okay, I have to move, I have to do something, you know, getting requests, dates, you know, some boys, you know, hollering at me, yo, we need your dub from you, man. And I can't tell you how many dubs I've recorded, man, since then.
I can.
We must rebel? No.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes when they come, I'm like, would you like that? Would you like to try this song or that song or this song? They will like, no, rebel. We must rebel first before anything else. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah. It's funny because a few weeks ago I was here with another selector from Berlin, and I play the song and say, it's a Hoppetos anthem, and he takes the mic and say, oh no, it's not a Hoppetos anthem, it was a Escobar, Barney Miller was it.
Oh yeah. That's what he knows the history. Yeah. Oh yeah. Barney Miller
We
really.
also play it.
No, of course. No, that's why I say Reggaeinberlin. You know, when it comes to grooving, smokers, Barney Miller, you name it, man. Everybody, Supersonic, such a sound, Alex, you know, City Lab, yo, Philip, you know, man. Yo, Berlin. I am Berlin, you know.
Yeah, it's time that you come back to Berlin. And
I'm coming. No, it's not.
people have follow you. On Facebook, it's a bit difficult because there's a Rebellion, the Recaller page, but there's very old. You have to click on the official fan page. So on Facebook and Instagram, it's easy. Rebellion, the Recaller. You're also on YouTube.
Yes, I'm also on YouTube.
So follow the artists because they can't spread and get no feedback during the shutdown. So give artists feedback by the internet.
Definitely,
That's the only way to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
There's something new, something coming out the next.
There is always something coming out, Profile. There is always something. When it comes to the music itself, as being an artist or an advocate or an artist driven by his belief or faith, you understand? There is always something. It's like am I really on it? Am I really bossing my ass? Because of what has to be unleashed and delivered to the people is endless. You can't even contemplate the amount of it. So where to begin with, I begin to release my sort of first song under the Inspired Ones label. You know, Inspired Ones is the label is the name I've been actually claiming and, you know, advertising, I would even say, you know, and letting it out to the people that this is what we are, Inspired Ones. It's like it first came as a clique, you know, like a group of artists whom I have you know, influence and, you know, and grew with, I would say, you know, musically. So now I ended up I ended up bringing like to bring it out as a level, you know, which means it's going to be like a roof whereby music will be released underneath. So my first song just got out April, no, April, March.
Yeah.
Existence, it named Existence,
Yeah.
and it's doing quite good. People really appreciate the vibes and the energy.
Maybe
And
I play it after this talk in the show.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, you played, but I'm gonna keep you updated as well. I'm gonna send you lots of stuff where you can, you know, utilize them as references to the fans, then to the loyal lovers of Rebel and Nicola in Berlin. That, you know what I mean, you know, Rebel is always fidel to them, always loyal to them, you know, and for the love and the appreciation they've been showing since early days until now. It's like, you know what I mean? So really, it's like you know, my honor to them. I really owe them my satisfactory guarantee in regard of what they've been doing and all the support they've been giving out. And you
Yeah,
know,
we have Mighty in the show later, and we have
yeah, Almighty,
Ringo.
he's supposed to be here now. He kind of late. I will coil his ear.
But we did it easily alone.
Yeah,
Also.
yeah. Exactly. I just kind of miss him though, but yeah, we will catch him on later on then.
Yeah, but you will see him tomorrow in the show. I hope you will
Okay.
watch the show
No,
and
well,
also be in the chat.
I know how to use this Zoom thing now, so it will be pretty. It will be pretty
So
easy.
I will send you the link where you can show the show in the internet on every smartphone.
Nice.
Yeah.
So lots of music is coming up, man. Perry, tell them music can't done. It's coming in avalanche. You know, shortly after releasing my first song under the Inspired Ones, we entered the short, like the Ramadan break.
Yeah.
So we had to seclusion and spiritual respite and everything. Now that it's gone now, so we're gonna restart again. We're gonna repush that song, you know, let it have some noise and awareness, gain some awareness, and then we get to the next song again, you know, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. So
Sure.
until it's ready, I will keep you updated. I will need your means of reaching out, the people in Berlin, your network. You know, I will need your network to spread the news, telling people we've got more food of thought for you. You know, so yeah, you know,
Yeah,
definitely.
so
Grooving smokers, you know. I
yeah,
like to call it that name, you know, grooving smokers. I don't know where you get that title from, you know, but since I heard that for the first time, I'm like, that man, you're sharp, you know.
this is a
Groove.
long time ago. Now the
Keep the name, you know. Don't change that name, you know.
no,
Keep it.
it's a sound system. So,
Okay, good.
but I built up a new sound system last year because
Okay.
because I start playing with my son, with my little son. He's 11, and with a child, it's not so good to play
Yeah,
grooving smokers doublets.
yeah.
I know all the Mariana songs, but
Yeah.
better to play different set with him.
Yes. Everything just like the way it's supposed to, you know. Hence, it's a blink star coming up. You just bring onto him all the adequate energetical vibes, reggae music, you know, that will feed up his spiritual status, because reggae music is just what it is, you know, and in its context, it's like it's ageless. It's not for the children, it's not for the elderly, it's for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, it's you know what I'm saying, man and woman, old and young, poor and rich. But when it comes to the more fashionable one, you know, when you get into the slackness dance, or that's where you have to be selective, you know. But reggae is just reggae, man. He will
We have
love.
to make reggae great again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, man.
Reggae was great anytime, but we have to make it bigger and more successful for all of us.
Actually, reggae is just what it is. It's just due to all these other different sort of approach musically that has kind of overshadowed it, you know, like all these different brand and sort of and genre of music, I would say, because you know, music gets evolve and change and fuse with other stuff, and they bring trap and they bring this, they bring, you know what I mean? It's like branches. They just, you know, it's beautiful, but back
But
to the
also
basic.
it's time that the wave from reggae goes up again.
Yeah. So we need to, because the younger ones, they are kind of distant from the basics of this long chain of transformation, you know, through the time. So it's always good for us, the elder, to make them know that, yo, guys, this is what has brought this to your time. So good to know the past, good to
And,
know the basics of the music, and to
and
really understand it.
I think especially in this time, reggae is important for the world to make the world to a better place.
You see that? This is
Yeah,
one of the good thing about this time right now.
yeah,
Reggae music, when it comes to the context of it, you know, like its nature. When it comes to reggae music and its true within its true nature, now is the time for it to be to be elaborate onto the youth them, or for them to absorb it because
yeah.
of what it can, the impact and the feeling side it can give you towards your own, you know, perceptual consciousness, your own spiritual, you know, I mean, grandeur is just like, it's boundless. Music is just reggae. Reggae is like sunshine. It's like, you know, being at the beach, you know, palm trees, you know what I'm saying? Sunny day, blue sky, you know, it's like, oh yeah, reggae, you know, it's like, oh yeah, you know, it's just by hearing it.
But but it's also food for the mind.
That's
Yeah,
in all aspects,
yeah,
psychologically, spiritually, mentally,
yeah,
you know, well, physically, well, I would say the mood, because you can't consume it with your, you know, what I mean? But still, you can't feel it here.
yeah. Yeah, and that's especially the problem in the shutdown, because
Mhm.
music is also essential for people, because we are not we are human beings, we are not
Yeah,
machines.
yeah.
So we also need music and connection and dancing
Stuff,
and stuff like this.
stuff of
So
life, stuff
so
of
it's
life.
time, and let us pray that we got back to normal.
It has to, you know, even if it doesn't work, they will come up with some ways for the people to be able to exalt themselves, you know, in a way, because music is not like, it's not just like it's not just an entertainment whatsoever.
Yeah,
It's part of our very human nature, you know. Music is inside of us. It's us. It's like a mother singing to her child, you know. It's
I
like
think it's a Lebensmittel. I don't know the English word, but you need it.
Lebensmittel. Yes, Lebensmittel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the
Really nice to talk to you. I have to
yes,
say thank
man.
you. It was a pleasure for me,
More than a pleasure, man. Yes,
and I
man.
hope to see you very soon in Berlin
Yeah,
again
yeah.
on
I
a big
will.
show.
Yeah,
Some,
yeah. We are connected. Even if there is anything, you will, once I step into Berlin, you will get my news and
yeah,
meet up. You know, we meet somewhere, and you know what I mean.
yeah,
Like you've asked me, I have quite some project coming up. I have quite some commitment with some good people, and I will definitely need your assistance into, you know, spreading the news and, you know, supporting the good vibes like you used to, like how I know you, you know, doing that, been doing that for quite some time. So, you know, reggae in Berlin, you know, we keep it reggae in Berlin, reggae music, you know, grooving smokers. And yeah, thanks for your time, you know. I
yeah,
really I couldn't afford to fail this, you know. You told me, I'm like, all right, Perry, I'll be at your disposal. And we keep up the link, keep up the connection, and extend my greetings to your Blink Star. Tell him Uncle Rebel.
yeah. So give thanks and see you soon.
Yes, yes, man.